Okay, server slam, pre-release software. Okay, got it. This is not. You know, we have the game, but it's how. Look at this. So it's just testing the source. Just an early look. It's not the full experience. I don't know what we're gonna get out of this. If anything, crossover. Let's see. Does marathon server slam carry over? No. The introductory mission and challenges. Okay, so nothing transfers over except some introductory shit. Okay, so we'll do that and then we'll get a sense. What the fuck is all this? Limited software. Oh, God. You don't know what you're signed to. You have no idea. Look at all these pages. Class action waiver? Like, what the fuck? Why all of this? I I really, like this shit needs to be submitted to like consumer protections because no one can parse out whether or not they're in fucking trouble or selling their soul or like their asshole to these people. Like no one knows, you know. Uh, you're just not gonna know. You're not gonna know whether or not your information is collected. Yeah, like so a lot of this can be assigned through Bungie.net, which I haven't logged into in quite some time. If you want to have your data deleted, you have to call. God. If you, okay, God, it shouldn't be like this. It should be like if you support them and want to help them, you can opt in. You have the right to opt in, not the right to opt out. I seriously, if I'm a lawmaker, I'm coming down hard on this like automatic get your info, all this fucking bullshit. Are you gonna be able to find these limited software agreements if you need to later on? Help.bungie.net. Privacy request at bungie.com. I mean, okay, fine, fine. Fucking weird. Not a fan. Yeah, July. Great. For a freaking Surfer Slam. So anyway, the reason why I'm trying this game out is because I found some lore videos about Marathon, and and barely visible. Oh, it's fine. Maybe like a little bit brighter. Screen bounds. Yeah, it's fine. Subtitles. No, I don't like that. Text color. Blue? Okay, wait. Oh my god. Oh, it's fading into the background. Ew. Gold? Drop shadow's better. I like drop shadow. Text size. Get large. Because I'm like 80 years old apparently. Show speaker. Oni. Yes. So I'm not confused who the f is talking to me. Gold. I prefer that to. Yeah, it's gotta be gold. Okay. Great. Text chat on. Voice chat on. Oh, off. And mic. Who does this? I don't have my mic plugged in. I could plug in a mic, but so like um these extraction shooters where you don't know. Mm, I don't know, man. There's something weird about that. So you are like, hey, friendly. If you're like, hey, I don't actually, I don't know if I'm gonna PvP in this game. Let's see, because if it's on site, right, nobody fucking cares, right? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if we're into it. Enabling proximity chat allows for a more immersive experience and it's the only method to directly communicate with opposing crews. During runs, broadcast your voice to opposing crews. Yeah.
It is a historic day across the solar system. The enormous UESC Marathon colony ship.
Sets out for the Tau 30 star system.
To establish a new home for humanity, and with it, infinite possibility.
The people of Earth and Mars are watching.
Everyone is watching.
Breaking news. Contact has been lost with the Marathon colony ship.
Official messaging from the UESC is that nothing is amiss.
People just want to know what happened and what is the UESC doing about it.
Still no answers.
Shocking news today.
If they're losing contact with the Marathon colony nearly 100 years ago.
After decades of citizens demanding answers,
A message has been received from the UESC Marathon.
A distress call.
a threat,
An invitation.
but the message has been leaked. It reads,
somewhere in the heavens, they are waiting.
Initiating runner defragmentation protocol. Evaluating shell integrity. Evaluating vital sign. Evaluating recognition response. Executing neurological sub-routine. My last breath fell quiet like dying embers. My first thought hummed through a silver thread. Where is death? Loading memory packages. Minimal buffer status, 26%. Buffer. Subject is a runner. A disconnected consciousness inhabiting a bio-cybernetic shell. Subject's psyche is preserved outside their body in the event of shell death. Subject exists only in this liminal state while their next shell is being woven. Please stand by. Yesterday, I walked with feet of fragile flesh. Today, I drift as light across the grid. Ascent. Runners arrived in the Tau Ceti system after the investigation of a distress signal lost colony ship, the UESC Marathon. Warning. Ignition runtime error. Assert. Runners are mercenaries, hired to salvage from the ruins of the human colony on Tau Ceti 4. Proceeding with suboptimal durability settings. Liminal buffer status 100%. Runner defragmentation complete. Your shell will be ready momentarily, and you will deploy to Tau Ceti 4 for your first assignment. Please prepare for consciousness transfer in 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Good luck. Your neural interface is malfunctioning. Your perception matrix has been damaged. Your shell too. Search the area for repair supplies, while I find a way to access the colony systems. Engage your heal systems to use an item to repair your health or shields, depending on which is lower. Authorization terminal active. Use it to interface with the colony systems.
System access granted. Welcome to New Cascadia.
Attention, unauthorized runner. You are trespassing in a military security zone. UESC security forces have been alerted to your activity. Exit the building immediately.
I recommend you not follow those orders. Stay calm. Your newly acquired systems access will allow you to navigate the colony. Search this structure for a way out.
Exchange for fractional grids for armor items. Okay. Sold for credits upon exfil. Cascadian electronics. Okay. Okay.
Look for a drain or vent cover and try to break it with your knife. Keep low, keep quiet. By syncing your systems with the colonies, we've secured you permanent access to all of New Cascadia. Know when to pick a fight and when to make an exit. All that matters now is staying alive.
Mm.
The UESC believes Tau Ceti and everything on it belongs to them. If you want to survive, you'll need a weapon. As possible. Another runner. Check the remains for weapons and supplies. They don't need them anymore.
So my sidearm. Yeah. Magnum MC standard pistol.
Invasive data blockade in effect. Data wall compromised.
Okay. Heavy rounds. Projector V1, a shield slot. Okay. Then can't. Oh. It says protector 1. Swap with equipped implant. What is my implant? Oop.
I've located an active exfiltration point near your location. Marking it on your map. Exfil points are the only way to safely move solid matter off-world. That includes you. Scavenge the area for additional assets if you need them. But be careful. Die here, and you'll lose everything.
Right. Heavy rounds. What does this use? It uses... What is this? Rounds. Full battery. I don't need heavy rounds. How much space do I need? Please shield. Need a patch kit. What do I have? Patch kit. Need a patch kit. Advanced patch kit. Okay, so I'll take the shield. Alright, so that's it. Proceed to exfil. So where is exfil? On a ping. Okay, it's that way. Biohazard canister. Okay. I'll take that. And suppose access key. What's this? Unstable biomass. looks like okay, no. That allowed me to get into this data card. What was it? That's not the right key. What's this? Loot valued at 3.4k. Okay. Destroyer. Right barricade. LB toggle. An enemy blocks incoming damage. Okay. Thruster.
Sampling outdated. Processing incomplete across all samples.
Okay. What the hell is this? Cool. Got some new implants. What's this? Shield charge. Got a depleted patch kit. So let's drop this. Take that. Ooh. I can tell you right now, I cannot say that I'm gonna chip mod. Oh. Sliding? So, what is this? Quickly, after deactivation of a tactical trait ability, eliminating a hostile grants a small amount of tactical and trait ability energy. Then, I also have mechanics kit or OS debug. Defeating hostile extends its duration by a small amount. What does that mean? A mechanics kit or OS debug? The hell are you talking about? I don't know what that is. Can I read this? Show item type. They're worth the same. I don't know what a mechanics kit is or a movement debug. I can deplete a patch kit. Yeah, I kind of want to shield charge. The medical consumables I'll hold on to. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of anything. Okay. I'll leave it. I'm gonna be mad slow, man. I'm gonna get shot. I can already tell.
Don't wander too far. This entire region is thick with data corruption. Too deep into the red, and your shell will devour itself.
To return ammo to the magazine. Every next melee attack. After dealing damage with this weapon. Voltor. Man, I don't know. I'd love to. We'll swap. I have the insurance plan. Do I have to? Whatever. Not sure.
Prime ability is charged. Use it during combat to unleash a barrage on your enemies. Calibrating your destination. I'll see you on the other side.
Run an attempting exfil for perimeter. All UESC forces converge.
Okay. So, no active contract. Okay. Okay, so that's all the stuff we got. Welcome to the marathon. Thank you for joining us. March 2nd, 10 p.m. New tutorial and onboarding zones, 2 maps, 5 launch runner shells, scavenger mode with Rook, 5 factions, limited progression, codex progression, all launch weapons earn reward bundles for launch. Okay. So more details. No data reported. What the fuck you mean? What is this? Establish a link with the faction agent. Visit the faction screen. Okay. Oh, that's the freaking future. Where AI is going, everything's gonna be like big boxes with all sorts of data just running through it, terraforming the planet, and then trying to get off world. That's what we want. Come on, can't be.
Welcome home, runner.
Hello.
I'm Oni, your onboard navigational intelligence. Your consciousness and my neural programming are inexorably interlinked. Think of me as a friend, one you don't yet remember. You may still be experiencing some memory degradation from the damage to your perception matrix. But worry not. Cyber Acme is here for you. I'm here for you. Per our arrangement, you've come to Tau Ceti to scavenge the ruins of a long-lost human colony. Now that we've successfully calibrated you to new Cascadia systems, our next step is connecting with factions who will pay for your services. The Unified Earth Space Council is equipped with advanced, faster-than-light communications technology. Commandeer it, and I should be able to reverse engineer direct contact with faction representatives back home on Earth and Mars.
Complete contracts to earn rewards and faction rep. Activated contract to earn progress. Activate the priority contract. Activate contract. Contracts. Hover over contract objectives, either here or during run, for more detailed information. When runners in your crew complete their contracts, earn you additional progress. Hover over objective. The details button provides detailed information about the screen. Click the details button. This button? One contract of each type is available at a given time. Priority contracts are one-time missions essential to the faction's interests and vital to helping uncover what happened on Tau Ceti 4. These contracts offer specialized rewards. Contracts are simple. So priority contracts is like the story. Standard contracts are simple, repeatable tasks for the faction. These contracts offer basic faction rewards. Standard contracts can be re-rolled, but you have a limited number of re-rolls. As you rank up with a faction, you gain access to contracts that offer increased or higher quality rewards. Crew shared rewards. Completing contracts objectives increases your reputation with the faction. Receive additional rep when your crewmates complete their objectives for a faction. Alright. Defeat UEST combat units and scan an FTL array at any of the US radio towers in the region. And we will get an enhanced rifle, a shield implant, ammo, shield charges, basically extra basic stuff. Okay. In the upgrades interface, you can unlock different improvements to enhance your preferred playstyle. Each faction has its own unique series of upgrades to explore and unlock. I am having a tough time like processing this information. Something about the font and the way in which my eyes are trying to read this UI is not, it's weird. Everything is weird. And I think that part of that is the stylistic choice. So I guess, you know, it's meant to feel alien. Warframe felt like that to me early on. Like the devs for, you know, for people who were just coming into Warframe. If you play Warframe, you've never played Warframe before, it's really weird and alien and offbeat, and then you kind of grow into, I feel you kind of grow into their whole UI and how to move within that game. So I'm not gonna hate on them for trying something different. The question is, how long does it take to get used to? You know, get used to it, then fine. If it's like you can't play because you, you know, you're leading in at the monitor like you're old and you don't know what's going on. You're very unhip, you know, and that's just, you know, that's just what this game does too. That's not very cool. I think my cat is hungry or something. I'll be back. Let me go and address my cat. Be right back. Okay. Right. This game is one of those things where you gotta like step away and come back, and then you're more interested. Alright, so Syac. Okay, Acme is the rank 1. You can do stuff for Acme. What the hell's this? Loot speed 20. Alright, well, I mean. Oh. Scavenger EXE. Firm stance. Fall resistance reduces the amount of damage you take after falling. Loot speed increases how when looting. Grants bonus tactical ability, energy when opening, and unlocked crate. So this is all loose change. Opening container rewards you 25 credits. And then these are capstones. Contracts will now reward increased credits upon completion. Action rep gain from Cyberacne treasures. Basic gear. Unlock superior backpacks for purchasing the armory. Run to the deluxe backpack addition to their basic gear. Rook. Expansion. A vault capacity for the rest of the current season. Increased data card credit rewards by 50%. Other informant upgrades. Informant. Credit wallets capacity. This is all economy. Carrier. Enhanced weapons. Heating. Movement action. Sprinting, sliding you to perform before heating. Quick vent. It's like if you gotta run, you need to outpace somebody, get the hell away. Okay. And then if you are jumping out a window or something like that. What's this? Agent. AI Cyberacme proves fully integrated support to runners through their onboard navigational intelligence. Gather information about the conditions. Tell City. Yeah, Oni. And then if I want to go to upgrade, I can view the armory. And let's see. This is what they've got. Armory refresh. New caloric. Wait, so do they all have different things? They have consumables. OSD bug removes hazardous operating system status effects like EMP and hack. Maximizes firewall for short period of time. Okay. A head implant, a torso implant. But why is this 900 here? Enhanced shield combat consumable. Shield charge. Shield charge times 3, 900. Oh. This is okay, so it's the same price. But this you can buy it one at a time. Then you've got a precision rifle for Traxxas. And I restricted. Okay, wait, so this is what they've got for sale. Select the cybernetic shell that fits your playstyle. Each shell below has a suite of unique abilities. Select a shell that fits your playstyle. Shells have a primary ability, tactical ability, 2 traits, prime ability for a detailed explanation. Mobilizing, defeating damage upon impact. Okay. Navigate to the loadout interface, select loadout. Okay. Sure. The loadout displays your stats, your currently equipped gear, and all the items in your inventory. The vault provides long-term storage for your items. Items stored in your vault are not lost if you're eliminated during a run. Vault capacity is limited, but you can unlock upgrades to increase its size. Okay. Rust.
Ready,
Huh.
ready. Let's go.
Search and destroy. So wait.
Push the fight or stand aside.
Offense, defense.
Everything is breakable. So let's break it.
Destroy sea conflict, advanced weapon systems, and personal defense barricade. Okay. Amplified movement abilities help cover ground at incredible speeds, changing any encounter in their favor. Microjets allow secondary jump to reach higher ground, and a built-in disrupt cannon provides instant offense or defense when it's charged, ready to fire. Okay.
Ecosystems tuned.
Intel as a weapon. Everything about recon shells is geared towards identifying threats, providing insight into enemy locations and movement, mark hostiles, track wounded targets, deploy a tracker drone to engage threats in unexpected ways.
Quick and quiet.
Lethal shadows, active camo and synthetic smoke deployment, allows for unseen strikes or the perfect cover during hostile engagements. The ability to move that makes assassins valued allies and lethal enemies. Okay.
We make our own limits.
Deployable healing drones, onboard reboot abilities allow triage runners and their crews to keep running after taking damage. And health and shields in your reboots are crewmates at distance to survive. Okay. Yeah. The armory to spend credits on weapons and other items. Okay. Alright, so you got kind of like your rogue class, you got kind of like your support, I don't know. Yeah, class, you have your assassin, you have triage, thief, and the rook. Just solo mode. Alright, so
Conflict requires resolution.
personalized items unlock higher quality items through faction upgrades. Just ammo and healing cry. Okay. Detailed information about the screen. Click the details button. Sponsor kits or packages of grand gear when you deploy on a run. Can be brought into the room with any other items. If your supply of gear and credit falls low enough, you can grab a free kit from the armory. Faction sponsored kits come in both standard and enhanced rarity. Standard kits are always free with no stock limit. Available sponsored kits are refreshed daily. Sponsored kits. Free kit from the armory. Factured sponsored kits come in both standard and enhanced rarity. Okay. So where would you have the today's sponsor? I see. Claim now I don't. Okay. And then the enhanced bouncer kit would require everything you've got. Current loadout will be removed to the vault. So if you're broke, then you know. All right. So what is my loadout profile? Is this background emblem title? Okay. Wait, whoa, hold up. Profile 3? What does that mean? All copies of a weapon are customized. So all you have to do is get the weapon again. Okay. So it depends on what I'm into. I suppose we start with the sniper rifle. This is what I have. There are no cosmetics. Don't know how they can look. And then we have a tactical sidearm. Okay. So owned and unowned cosmetics. Each cosmetic has a source that details where it can be acquired from. Filters to show or hide cosmetics based on your preference. Where to blind all of your own copies. You can transfer a copy from. Oh, weird. You can't filter unowned. That's weird. So, what does that mean? It means that okay, got some skin there. Well, so new cal, patch kit shield charge. And sponsor kit, self revive, less noise while healing. Superior shield implants, self repair speed. Advanced mechanic kits. Helping hands. Self revives. Antivirus pack. Negative status effect reduction. Firewall. Nuclear standard contracts will now award mechanics kits or OS debugs in addition to other rewards. Okay. Daily free patch kits in the armory. Advanced patch kits. This is all about like heals and support. This one. Okay. So, what about this? Deluxe weapon chip mods. Enhanced weapons. The ping's area effect using TAD. Ping duration increase how long your ping persists on hostile targets. Deluxe SMG mod in the inventory. Enhanced bully SMG, okay. Enhanced SMG. Enhanced AR. Rotating deluxe AR mod. Rotating enhanced vault weapon. Deluxe vault. Vault thrower. Precision aim weapon, okay. Long shot. These specific weapons, I think, you know, like if you're a recon and you want an advanced weapon to, you know, ambush your enemy with the intel you have. It seems like it's all about the economy. This is about heals and some defenses. This is about weapon mods, and some better pinging ability. Proximity sensor for purchasing the armor. Claymores. Trap packs. So this is all about traps. Survivor kits. Graceful landing upgrades. Graceful landing. Bionic legs. Heat grenades. Flechette grenades. Frags. Chem grenades. This is all about grenades. Agility. Agility grenades. Mines. Traps. Cardio kick for short duration at the beginning of each run. Smoke cloud when activating an exfil state. Shields. Disarm claymore mines, okay. Then you have Arachne. LMG. Hands railgun. And shotgun. Melee damage. Melee and knife attacks. Knife fight. Hurting hands. And shut it down runner. Hands Retaliator LMG. Hands Ares. Combat Shotgun. Knife attacks. So weird. It's like melee and enhanced weaponry. What's the difference between them? It's like melee and enhanced weaponry. So this is about mods, and those are about weapons. So seems like Traxxas and Arachne, but this also has weapons. Long shot. What kind of weapons do we have here? We have the SMG, the bully SMG. The unlocks the V6. I don't know what that is. Bolt thrower. Deluxe weapon ship mods. Ping. And then Arachne. Combat shotgun. The Ares RG railgun, I'm guessing. Retaliator LMG. I mean, that's more for like suppressive fire. Melee. And then Seek. Gen. Energy amps for purchasing the armory. Daily free energy amps. Available stock of energy amps. Time it takes to bleed out when downed. Time it takes to bleed out. Downing a runner grants you tactical ability energy. Eliminating a runner grants you prime ability energy. What's that? Prime. 2 enhanced cores for triage in the armory. 2 deluxe cores for triage in the armory. Hands harvesting A2 and plans for purchase in the armory. What's that? 2 enhanced cores for destroyer in the armory. For assassin. Vandal. Recon. Thief. Oh, interesting. Seek gen. Tactical recovery reduces the cooldown of your tactical and trait abilities. Augmented capacitors. Prime recovery reduces the cooldown of your prime ability. That would probably help everybody. The Seek gen is kind of like a support. Huh, okay. Well then, let's go back and read only. And you can only read them. You have to destroy some stuff. Okay, so before, like I said, get these upgrades. It's because we have $750 purchased. Okay, cool. No factions. Can I take on this class? Contracts, show objectives. Activate. So we've activated that one. And what the hell is this? This is a standard. Ooh. Okay, so you can only have one. Okay. Yeah, scenic perimeter. Okay, codex. And then what's in the codex here? Codex includes a collection of challenges that can be completed to earn rewards. Really? You have unclaimed rewards. Navigate to the completed challenge to complete your reward. Okay. So, what's the reward? What kind of stuff do we get? What do we get? What is this? Deluxe weapon style. Okay. Click the details button. Codex is a collection of challenges to track your accomplishments. Yep. Okay, they pulled that from Destiny, right? Complete certain challenges in the codex to earn cosmetic rewards like skins, stickers, emblems, and backgrounds. Okay. Secondary shit. Some challenges also grant titles upon completion. Okay. Intel for viewing that contains information. Oh yeah, that's the shit. Increasing season level. Reset the end of the season, unclaimed rules will be lost. Oh. So we're gonna stay on top of this shit. Legend. So what is the emblem? So which one is the story stuff? A profile background. Deluxe weapon sticker. Sticker, emblem, profile background, weapon sticker. Complete, unlock intel, upgrades overview, purchase an upgrade from a faction. Okay, well. So machine gun, 2 eliminations, without overheating the weapon. Okay, got that skin. Great. World. Profile background. Collectibles. What's this? What the fuck is this? Cyberacme. Scientific summary pre-expedition. Exoplanet colony candidates. Excerpts from a study on potential exoplanet sites with Tau Ceti 4 emerging as the best possible candidate due to limited terraforming requirements. Megacorp supplying the mission had significant influence over the choice of Tau Ceti 4. Candidate Enceladus, 6th largest moon of Saturn within the Sol system. Candidate declined. Despite relative proximity to Mars and an abundant subsurface ocean, Enceladus' trace atmosphere cannot support human agriculture. Okay. Nuclear agriculture panel asserts that neither option is practical and tracks as logistics specialist. Okay. Proxima Centauri. Habitability criteria favorable in a narrow band. Okay. Approved as mission target. Habitability criteria are favorable in at least one major landmass. Atmospheric analysis confirms abundant carbon-based plant life capable of sustaining fauna. This candidate likely requires no long-term terraforming to be agriculturally self-sustaining. Joint panel of UESC physicists and nuclear agronomists strongly assert that a more compatible target is unlikely to exist. See addendum for the details about likely presence of redacted in the Tau Ceti system. All further discussions of redacted must be formally submitted to the mission special projects. Aliens, baby. That's what's up. They're talking about aliens. It's gotta be. Dire Marsh, outpost threats. So So you complete to unlock intel. Let me see something. North relay perimeter. A hauler and perimeter. Open containers and overflow and perimeter. Open containers and station and perimeter. Corporate documents. File grievances. Exfil shrink wrapped bonsai trees. Okay, well, that's interesting. So you can I track this? You can't track any of this stuff. How would I keep how will I keep track of any of this stuff to track? I guess you gotta memorize it. Okay, so tons of stuff there. Cyberacme. Systems monopoly. Okay, Oni. Industry leader in operational systems development, data analysis, cybersecurity. Their state goal is to provide seamless integration of their advanced systems across all areas of modern life. Like modern Earth and Mars, the majority of the UESC Marathon systems were powered by SciAC. This deep-rooted connection to the origins and operation of both the Marathon and New Cascadia makes SciAC a unique participant in the rediscovery of everything humanity lost in the Tau Ceti system. The fact most modern runner shells include a version of one of SciAC's onboard navigational intelligence or ONI systems provides a unique advantage in SciAC's ability to create personal connections to the runners with boots on ground access to Tau Ceti Force. Okay, so Oni is our AI. She's sort of like our Cortana. That's interesting. And then you can learn more about them. Alright, so okay. When way back when, the Matrix video game, okay, let me see something. So let me go to the vault and I'm gonna move that there. I need 3 rounds. Big Roquet. Advanced patch kits. What's this? Exchange for faction upgrades or armory items. Exchange for faction upgrades. That's the OSC bug, right? Frost, immobilize, overheat, and toxin. MP and hack. This give me a lot of room. Okay, so it looks like I'm missing a core slot, 2 core slots, an equipment slot, a head implant. Standard chip, grip, magazine, dampener, array. Sharky Philandian, what's up? How you doing? How's the game going? I did the tutorial mission. I got on really late. I did the tutorial mission about shit, man, like an hour and a half ago. And I don't know how long it took. It took me about like 20 minutes. And then I got into the menu and I just started perusing like the UI and trying to understand the details of the game. You know, the shelves, the loadout, the menu system, progression. I'm just looking at the UI. That's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just trying to understand it. See if I can get a handle as to how I will kind of organize my playtime. I feel like some folks are gonna really just jump in and do PvP. I kind of want to understand how to unlock the story and pursue the story. And I feel like if you really get into the story, then trying to get out with story details is what's going to cause the tension, and that's probably what's going to be fun for some people. Some folks are just going in just PvP, but I kind of want to know more about Marathon, given that Marathon is from like a pretty old IP. Yes, yeah, it's a pretty deep story. Marathon was back like a Windows game, and it were like 3 games. It was, and that's like from Bungie's deep history. In fact, there's a lot of story elements that kind of cross over into the Halo series. I mean, it's not a shared universe or anything. It's just like it's almost like a spirit. It's like Halo was a little bit of a spiritual successor story-wise to Marathon. Marathon looked like Doom, early like old school Doom or Wolfenstein. I never heard of it. I never heard of it before. Let's go to the armory. And let me see, they got shield charges and patch kits. We have weapons, consumables. I don't have access to this. What about here? We have more consumables. Then we have a mechanics kit or gain increased heat capacity. I mean, we can't just purchase to. Okay, hold on. Let's look over here. Who's behind the paywall? Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, times change. I'm sure they're gonna lock some shit here behind something. Unfortunately, these are standard chip mods. Okay. Oh, we got smoke grenades. Small amount of ammunition. Oh, that's helpful. What's this? A leg implant. Do I have leg implants already? And a torso implant. Okay. I just need a head implant, I think. Torso, and then what's this? While a crew member is nearby yourself. Okay, I'm not playing with a crew. Reduces incoming UAC damage from vault weapons. I have 2 cores. While critical health here, heat capacity is increased. Well, yeah, let's move this to the backpack. When your shields break, you gain a brief burst of increased ability regeneration. Okay, let's go to loadout. Okay, oh, okay, it automatically went in there. Okay, good. And I need a yeah, sure. Definitely gonna try to make their money. Okay, I'm starting to. Crew members nearby. UAC damage from vault weapons. Okay, let's do this one. That automatically. Yes. What goes here? Claymore grenades, etc. are used in combat. Okay. I could use grenade. There's a smoke bomb. Okay. That's that. And then see if there's any weapon mods. What's this? Okay. Let's fight, I guess. Yellow gun. I'm vaguely recalling Bungie's vibe with weapons and like skins, the shaders, that whole system. There's a little bit of that I'm being reminded of here. There's more in the customize, but where? What does it say for? Body shells customized. Could that be it? Not here. Nothing here for melee. I don't know what they're talking about. Alright, I guess I'll just shaders and stuff in games. It's probably good because it will just, take you for a damn ride. That's for sure. Customize. Okay. I don't think they're selling any weapon chips. These are all standard chips. Left trigger move item. And I move to the vault. This is a chip mod. Rifle grip, assault mod. Okay, so there is just one. One chip mod per weapon. The specific weapons for those things are not there. Okay, well, I mean, I have a full thing, and I have a faction quest. And that faction quest is to kill 3 USC in the perimeter. Okay, so let's go. Select the zone. Wait, what? Reduce hostile runner activity, okay. Wait, so How would I even... And there's Dire Marsh, and then there's the outpost. Okay, so let's stay there. And what's this? I guess that's my thing, and then this tells me I have to kill 3 USC and white crew Phil. I have up to 3 runners. Yeah, but if I don't, I wonder how hard it is to just. Oh, you know what? I should probably, if I'm not going to. How do I? Okay, settings, right? Mailbox. No data report. Yeah, track items you need for purchases, upgrades, or world domination to see them here. How would I track? I want to know about social. And let me see, crew privacy, friends only, invites public, invite notifications, matchmaking type full. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Voice chat, I don't have voice chat on. Text chat, I don't have. Crew chat, whisper chat, auto hide, background opacity, text size. Wait a second. So there's no. Hold up. Is there no emotes? Where's the ping? Quick ping is up. And ping radial menu. Equipment radio, okay, is left on the D-pad, then up for the open ping, and down is for consumables. So equipment is left. Oh, whoops. The ping radial comms and action radio. Cycle radial item. Open loadout. Toggle weapons actions, proximity voice broadcast. Oh my god. Okay. Open ping radial is hold up on the D-pad, or quick ping, which is up. But if I want to swap the comms, I can press RB, and then what that will do is that will switch between up radial, comms radial, and action radial. So if I don't want to be on comms, there's some kind of a system. I have to use RB and up. What else is RB good for? Isn't RB a use equipment? Wait. Oh, you have to press it while the ping is up, because otherwise RB is to use equipment. Alright, you're gonna have to jump in and then get a feel for it. Okay. Select, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Sharky. Take care, man. Thanks for tuning in for a bit. All right, let's see. If we load in. I mean, oh my god, I am. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to attach my headset.
Engaging affirmation protocol. Assert. Every reset refines your potential. Assert. You are optimized for success.
Take it easy. Oh, you won. Here, over here. Threat spotted. Barricade ready.
That was not UESC. That was other players. Okay. This is the fucking beginner shit? Dude, what the fuck, man? Damn, we just started. Okay. Okay, alright, fucking. Wow. Barely had time to do shit. Oh, okay, eliminated. Oh, okay. I need to find. Man. I gotta find, like, my headset. Is this it? I actually we were not fucking prepared. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm gonna try a couple more rounds. it really becomes a problem. But yeah, it's gonna be an issue if you're thrown into PvP like right away. Wait, while playing in solo queues or as rook, reputation gains are increased by 20%. Why solo? I guess this is a way to compensate for a more secure run if you load in with other people. Alright. Shell death overview. Do shells die? No, although shells provide a natural living experience for runners who inhabit their natural housing, they are themselves non-sentient biocybernetic machinery capable of high motor function without a human mind to drive their systems. All biological components of a shell are patented synthetic products, so while runners may use terms associated with death as shorthand for shell's forced expiration, there is no technical connection between a shell's absolute system failure and the human understanding of death. How do runners survive shell expiration? Most fully operational market-release shells include complex neural eject and catch protocols supported on the back end by SciAC proprietary tech. SciACME. SciACME. These are deeply encrypted data recalls that connect an active shell to a runner's support systems, located in secure points of operations, typically removed from the runner's targeted zone of interest. Essentially, when a runner shell is met with either catastrophic system failure or a sudden data or signal corruption, the runner's mind is ejected into a secure liminal buffer before the shell's neural housing is fully compromised. Most secure buffers run on one of SciAC's looping data systems to record and catalog a backup of the runner's consciousness as an added failsafe against total neural erasure. This gives SciAC ownership over at least a portion of runner's consciousness, if not the whole thing. Neural ejection takes no more than an instant, though the perceived time to a given runner varies. Typically, there are few immediate issues with eject catch instances. As long as the runner is up to date license equipment operation, their neural shell interface. Right? Failure to exfil a danger unique to Tau Ceti. When harsh reality learned through trial and error by the earliest runners to touch down planetside on Tau Ceti 4 is that some combination of atmospheric disruption and anomalous energy patterns limits the viability of the neural sink housing. At a short period, the connection between a runner's consciousness and a shell's internal systems will fray, triggering immediate neural ejection. This complication requires runners to carefully monitor their time spent on planet via geosync orbital links that provide windows in which to successfully exfil eject. Strategically planning or adapting a run to exfil prior to the geosync window closing is a key to a successful run. As the window and a forced neural ejection will trigger at the last instant, saving the runner's consciousness but forfeiting the shell and any items carried, regardless of emotional attachment. To reiterate the consequences of an overstayed welcome on Tau Ceti 4, when a runner fails to exfil from the planet's surface, the shell they were running, along with any gear they carried and any connected implants and or cores will be lost. Thanks to properly installed and updated eject catch mechanics, the runner will survive as they transition to their waiting buffer, then back into the whichever shell they have prepped as their backup. 1. X. Death, die, dying, kill, murder. Cases may vary. Feat of mastery, okay. And then world. Tau Ceti is waiting. Yeah, no shit. Freaking died right away. Oh. wilderness. Status dormant. All activity stalled off well before expansion to this zone could commence. Presence of a data wall and dual relays suggest heavy geologic surveillance and large store data compilations and transference. Overview perimeter appears to have been part of colony expansion efforts. Initial observations indicate the site was focused on reshaping the western slope in preparation for future development. However, the location of the hauler and the deployment of a data ball in conjunction with the construction of 2 massive relays indicates that colony efforts to expand its core development were hampered by Taos 34's unique energy emissions, causing a redirect in priorities from terraforming to anomalous radiological and focused geological surveillance. Be cautious through choke points. Too much noise and you may alert trouble without a convenient X point. Right, okay. Cautious through choke points. Copy. Okay. So now I need to go to my vault. And if we're gonna be this is like a default. Why do I have this? What's this? An ammo crate? Free sponsor kits from the armory. Okay. Free with no stock limit. Refresh daily. Okay. Today's sponsor. Claim now at no cost. Okay, so how to do that? Sponsor kit equip. Wait, did I already do it? Oh. Minus sponsor kit. Okay. Let's just jump back in. Wait, can I not? I go to oopsie. I go to all this. Why does it say still 4? I don't get it. It's not here. Something. I feel like something. There's something. Can I not change the shell? Shell select. Maybe there's something.
Ready, ready. Let's go. Only trust who you can trust.
Again and again.
Again and again.
Communicate, patch up, reload, survive.
Conflict requires resolution.
And ammo, do I need heavy ballistic submachine gun with crew rotation? Okay. What can I? Okay. Sponsor kit equipped. Oh, I see. I can't use it. Okay, so let me use these two sponsor kits and just go. So, we may have to.
Reminder. Weave worms ready to acknowledge life-to-death transition. Shutdown begets new flesh. Priority contact fulfilled.
Owe you one. Check it.
They don't let you exfil early, I realize.
Check this out.
Prepare for increased hostile action. Reloading. 20 minutes remain.
Got trouble.
Threat marked. Not ready.
Oh. So I need to know the names because I don't know if there's friendly fire. I did get one guy down. Oh no. I just got a combat elimination. Silk is a rewards pass currency. Rewards pass? Pass rewards. What do you mean pass rewards? Silk. Is that seasonal by eliminating hostile scavenging loot while runs? Hard to hostiles and rival runs are with more XP. Each week we're setting on Tuesdays. Your first 10 runs are accelerated each week. 50% bonus XP. Increase XP gains run source spawn completion. You have 8 accelerated runs remaining this week. So it's just a way to get you back into it, huh? Okay. Show story and rewards. Alright. Radio towers. Okay, so okay. So now what? Runner eliminated. Yeah, is this? Okay, so what happened then? Contract completed. We're gonna claim this. And we have a assault rifle. Tracking projectiles. A base pack. Patch kit. Bolt battery. Protector V1, shield slot, credits, shield charge. Okay. Link ready? What happened?
Attention, runner. Town City 4 is off limits. The planet, its colony, and all connected resources are property of the Unified Earth Space Council. Under UESC law, you are trespassing here and have been marked as an enemy of the state. Theft or data harvesting from this protected system will be met with force. Final warning. Surrender or face extermination.
Cognitive link re-secured. My apologies, friend. The UESC was able to briefly access our neural interface.
That's not very secure.
Out in the cold, dark, deep of space, the UESC holds no real jurisdiction. Cyberacne is not beholden to their petty laws. Neither should you be. I've repurposed the communications technology you collected and can connect you with potential employers. Unfortunately, the UESC is interfering with my attempts to establish contact. Please address the source of this disruption.
What are the objectives? Sabotage a UAC comms antenna in north or south relay. Okay. Do you have any upgrades? No, because we didn't come back with anything. Okay. That's my kit. Yes, that's my kit. Okay. Let's go then. Oh, we got a new submachine guns. If this is the end, take as many with you as you can. These have little phrases to them, like the weapons do in Destiny. I see. They want the weapons to have like a personality, so you get attached to them. Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. North to south relay. This is, yeah. You're gonna die a lot. Looks like you're gonna die a lot. I'm gotta move more carefully. I also have to pay attention to who the hell's on my team. Because I didn't know, I'm not sure if you can, like, res the other team or not. It looked like you could res, but I didn't see, you know? It's weird. It's like, for a second I couldn't tell who was my enemy or not. Like, I wonder if you can res the other team. Young and safe. Okay.
Thanks.
Engaging affirmation protocol. Assert. Your path is predetermined. Assert. All you must do is run.
Check this out.
Razor Trap George, hello. Welcome. How do you do? Maple syrup latte mean your attacks? It means I like coffee with maple syrup in it. I like a latte rather with maple syrup in it. That's what that means. How long am I streaming for? Like tonight? Not for much longer. It's really late. I mean, you know. So disable diode.
UESC reinforcements incoming.
Oh, great. I really want to make it to the south relay.
Recall window will remain stable for 20 minutes.
How do you feel about seals? What do you mean? Like what kind of seals? Like the Navy SEALs or what you talking about? The animal? I like animals, man. I feel like we should do better. We should do better. Animals get screwed. You know, they do not do well. The animal, yeah, no, I like them. I like them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think that human beings can like domesticate anything. For all I know, they will not like me. You know what I'm saying? But I like them. I generally would, you know, I would start off like that's my default. Double trans rights, man. What the fuck, dude? Yes, that's all fine. I don't give a shit, man. Live and let live. I'm not trying to. You know, I don't give a shit. Whatever they want to call them, whatever a person wants to call themselves, as long as they are nice people, that's cool. I will mind my own business.
Threats here. Check this out. Bad news on my mark. Threats here.
opportunity. Intercept.
Check this out.
Connection collapse in 15 minutes.
What's this?
Priority contract complete.
Service overcharge across all local data conduits is critical.
Whatever comes next, here's our out.
All right. Let's see if we get the hell out of here. Not doing too good. My heels.
Take it easy.
UESC reinforcements incoming.
Thanks.
You have 10 minutes to exfil.
I think I think I could like this game. I see that
To the marker.
I see that the game is getting a lot of flack. Um, but I think shit. Alright, we got out. I wanted to get that guy's objective. I saw it next to the asphalt, but there was too much shit. I should have looked around when we loaded in, because it was right there. Cool. Okay. Story and rewards. We got some more silk and we got credits. I don't know what silk is for. One item transmuted, data card uploaded, 4 items auto sold, 1 item auto vaulted. Okay, cool. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so new run a shell available in the shell select interface. Was that so? Rank rewards. Okay, so let's claim this. got an X-Base pack, an SMG, smoke grenades, distance runner. Taking melee damage grants a large boost to your agility. Credits, cardio kick, E-capacity, agility stats, health, light rounds, shield charge. I'm not...
Connection to soul complete. Well done, runner. Reminder. Your partnership with CyberAcme Systems entitles you to a permanent backup of your consciousness. But immortality has its price. Everything that you are belongs to SciAc. Until such a time that management is satisfied, this debt has been fully paid. Expect deductions from your account at regular intervals as part of our remittance program.
You're gonna take my money?
I strongly recommend that we establish contact with the factions on Earth and Mars who'd most benefit from the grey area wet work that runners like you specialize in. Their individual interests will aid you in focusing your exploration of Tau Ceti. Please understand that while rival factions may have competing objectives, they're ready to reward runners who prove themselves capable, regardless of any conflicts of interest. Shall we begin?
Yes. Hold on. Let me check my shit here. What's this? Data card credit rewards by 50%. This bonus stacks with other. Okay. So those are of value data cards. Oh yeah. Let's purchase it then. Purchase. Okay. Then let's go to agent. What? Oh, claim rewards. Standard rank up rewards. Ammo. Torso implants. Enhanced backpack. Okay. We got knife fight. Weapons ready, reload speed. Okay. Okay, and then contracts. New liaison. Decrypt.
Alert. New Caloric recently flagged you as a runner of interest. This megacorp is known for ruthlessly optimized consumer goods and generous public philanthropy.
Of course.
Don't worry if you're experiencing cognitive dissonance. It's a common response.
What does that mean?
New Caloric provided the Marathon expedition with supplies and mission experts. It still possesses legal ownership of these assets, and its representatives are in search of runners able to recover data and materials from New Cascadia. If you come across New Caloric's colony-era property on the planet's surface, I suggest we forward your findings. They are especially eager to learn what happened to their long-lost personnel.
Okay. And then what about this?
I have a lead on some new contracts for you, runner. Traxxas Off-World Industries is recruiting. Traxxas is a major financial player here and in Seoul. While they have legal salvage rights for Tau Ceti, they also have a long history of conflict with the UESC. Partnering with runners would allow them to avoid corporate liability when sidestepping UESC regulations. Aiding their efforts, legal or otherwise, will be very lucrative. I've identified some ways to catch their attention.
This is going to be a little bit of meta criticism, okay? By the way, I kind of like it. The setup is gritty. It's kind of like Grimdark almost. You know, vibes of the Forever Winter or Cyberpunk 2077, you know, all that stuff. Okay, but I just want to say that, you know, I'm in my 40s and I come from a generation where we dabbled with, you know, Indiana Jones, like iconic good guys, right? iconic good guys and iconic bad guys. And then after a while, it's like the good guy's an anti-hero, he's got problems, and the bad guy's relatable. Yeah, you actually understand, you know what I'm saying? That's just a natural progression. We get interested in all that stuff. And now in gaming, it's kind of like you make your own story, and there's a huge gray area, and there's no judgment, and no one's really a good guy, you know? And granted, in like Arc Raiders and games like uh even the Forever Winter, there is kind of like the people you want to make it. They're not exactly good guys, they're the underdogs, and they're the ones who probably shouldn't make it, but then they kind of do, almost like Bruce Willis style. Like they get beat up a lot, but then they kind of scrape by. So we kind of like that. But I do wonder if developers are like intentionally trying to avoid telling stories or insinuate that they have like a take on morality because of like politics and what people are talking about today. So don't say this is the good guy, don't say those are the bad guys, don't say, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, no, you guys tell the story, we're out of it. I really like narrative though, and I like the complicated nature, and all of the, I don't know, the alien vibe of this game is off-putting. The UI is off-putting. The audio in the menu here is just really weird. It's not exactly soothing audio. But what it's trying to do is really trying to transport you into another world with a mystery that's behind all of the adaptations you have to make to meet the game halfway. I actually like it so far. I think it's weird. The extraction shooter stuff is actually not a big deal for me, and it's weird. Like in Arc Raiders, I naturally felt like, for some reason, something about that game naturally courts you into a friendly space. This game doesn't. It doesn't feel that way. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't, but it feels more like an arena. So it even though there's all this strange shit, I still feel like there's like almost like a quick style arena thing going on. It's on site. I don't know if that will change with certain contracts. And now you should probably try a few games in comms. But part of it is I'm not attached to anything that I have, So if you're just throwing gear away, making use of whatever money you have and go back in and just focusing on the quest, and that's all fine. It really depends on whether or not certain missions will ask you to work harder, take on like tougher PvE challenges, in which case you'll be like maybe trying to get people to help. But I don't know if that's going to happen in the squads. That might happen in the solo maps, which would maybe completely change the playstyle. Yeah, it's very interesting. I got a lot of questions about how it's gonna be. For sure. Shell revival overview. The end isn't always the end. Down but not out. DBNO. Prior to absolute systems failure, ASF. A shell will attempt to conserve energy to protect neural systems and establish a secure neural ejection. This conservation results in loss of coordination and basic motor control, as well as cascading reduction in internal systems functions, causing the runner to lose their footing and some optic and mental acuity. The runner experiencing DBNO can have their functionality restored if a crewmate can reach them before ASF. Once the shells... Don't forget ATM in there. Once the shell's operations are restored, additional repairs will likely be needed to bring health and shield systems back to full. Death is for quitters. Experienced absolute systems failure. Remain calm and patient. Even in the aftermath of ASF, when your mind has been ejected from a critically damaged shell, your run is not over as long as a member of your crew remains active. If a surviving member of your crew can access your abandoned shell, they can run a neural resync to repair critical damage and reestablish a connection between your shell and your consciousness, bringing you back to life and allowing you to continue your run. Be warned, a neural resync will not repair all damage to your shell, so additional mending is likely required. Neural resync also will not counter any theft of gear, implants, cores, or loot perpetrated by hostile runners between the point of ASF and resync. Remark, despite technological protections designed to support mental and emotional integrity following ASF or near ASF experiences, repeat instances of catastrophic shell failure have been proven to cause lasting traumatic damage to runner psyche and memory. The implementation of sense mem regulating therapies during neural sync and teleportation alignment have been shown to ease the onset of these side effects. Yeah, I would imagine. You're not exactly human in this game. Runner rivalries over you. There are no victims, only opportunities. Kill or be killed. Runners compete over resources, loot, and contracts, both individual and crews. There's a lot of writing here. Both individuals and crews have goals they are chasing beyond survival. These goals may be personal, professional, or random moments of ambition, vengeance, or rage. In a given moment or encounter, it can be hard to gauge the specific temperament or motivation of rival runners. Typically, runner-to-runner encounters are expected to be violent, and as a standard survival tactic, they are. The risk of trusting a rival carries too much weight to assume benevolence, especially considering the general reality of life on a run, which boils down to a simple truth. Runners are mercenaries deploying to hostile environments to risk their livelihood and their lives for uncertain paydays. Anything or anyone competing for that payday is a threat. Hesitation can and often does lead to violent failure, loss of a shell, loss of gear and weaponry, loss of progress towards goals, loss of pride. Hesitation in conflict has a heavy price, one runners are rarely willing to sacrifice. A common understanding between runners starts most engagements with guns up, then sort out any misunderstandings after the violence is settled. Love-hate affair. Most runners understand the nature of the lives they've chosen. If you take conflict personally, it's just part of the job, and many runners and crews with heated rivalries still hold to mutual respect. Finding joy in the thrill of competition, even when it threatens a score. After all, beyond a payday, bragging rights and making a name for oneself or your crew have their own value in mercenary circles. Obviously, views exist and bitter hatreds can simmer, but in general, a run is a run, and anything lost or any damage endured is simply a favor to be returned upon the next crew you encounter. The disposable nature of shells and the thrill of the run allows for flexibility in how deeply a grudge takes root. Most seasoned runners take loss as a lesson learned and an opportunity to skill up. Learning from defeat helps avoid the frustration of repeating. They're basically telling people how to play extraction shooters. Friends like these, none of the above negates the opportunity for unlikely alliances. Runners have been known to team up with their rivals for a number of reasons. Joint threat, general goodwill, desperation. It doesn't hurt to attempt to find common ground if you're willing to risk an unfortunate outcome. In fact, many runner crews started as rivalries. Many of the best runner stories start with uneasy alliances, overcoming obstacles that may have ended them individually. Caution first, runners, but some risks are worth the effort. Good luck. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they're like, alright, yeah, so we all know all this. I'm a little, yeah, this game, okay, so active collaboration, yep, thank you. So kits. The rise of a new era of MIDA activity across Seoul is fueled by the resistance to UAC and Megacorp control over the secrets of Tau Ceti 4. These new gen revolutionaries moved to subvert the lockdown of New Cascadia through targeted runner operations. To achieve these goals, MIDA recruits runners willing to further their ends, whether they share MIDA's worldview or just look for a payday is irrelevant. New truths can be weaponized to crumble the facade of corp gov power wherever it finds its fists. So MIDA are the people trying to fight back, but they're also terrorists. So something to keep in mind. Okay. Yeah, so I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was. Oh, I think it was something about like, oh, cat, damn, something about like how the game is drip feeding you story. Is that exactly drip feeding you story? It's not like, like Dark Souls or Elite Dangerous or something like that, but it's putting story on the other side of like a lot of intrigue, and you gotta sort of extract it bit by bit. But they're also writing a lot of fluff. I almost wish they would keep it really strange and weird and just stick with like, you don't know what the hell they're talking about, you know. But fitting extraction shooter language into the lore is, it's almost cool if it wasn't redundant and unnecessary. Like they could just strip that shit out. Unless this is like the first extraction shooter somebody has played, like, someone's 10 and they got their hands on Marathon. Whatever. It's $40. It's cool. I dig it. We'll get into it. We also have I don't know how far we can go in this server slam, but we'll see, I guess, because there's kind of like some rewards you can unlock. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just say customize 6. I have no idea what they want me to customize. Also, I think I'm running out of materials. Oh, maybe not. All this. Okay, that's going to confuse me. I'll get back to that later. And how do you go to... Oh, view contracts. New caloric? What do they want? Acquire new caloric employee ID from infested building and columns. Or hack the terminal into it. Do I want to work for Traxxas and Nucleoric? Oh, I guess we would check the actual upgrades and see which pathway I want to complete first. I like that. That could be cool. One thing that I think Forever Winter could maybe take from this is I think its quests are randomized, whereas this one is bringing you along a narrative. And I feel like I want to write to the Neverwinter people and see if they would consider, like a story quest through their quest chain. So there's like an exit strategy to it. Like a game like the Witchfire, the roguelike, it has endless gameplay to it. Make different builds and try to kill the witch, but you eventually do kill the witch. You go through the various maps and you get strong with your build, and then you eventually take it on. You can kind of make the game as long as you want it to be, and I think that's actually a good thing to layer in. It's like there's a story with a certain path, and then you can of course extend that every season, if you want to continue it. But there should be like a nice resolution. There should be like a nice, like, you did something during a season and it feels rewarding. All right, let me get out of here, guys. I want to say thank you very much for spending some time with me. We'll continue back to this tomorrow night. I need to go get some sleep. So you guys take care, and yeah, we'll be back before too long. Peace out until then.